What if I told you that the way most of us were taught to learn math is, well, kind of backwards? We're about to dive into a super powerful evidence-based technique, and it's backed by a huge new study that might just flip your whole approach to problem solving on its head.
You know the feeling, right? You're just staring at an equation, the numbers start to blur, and you have absolutely no idea what that first step is supposed to be. It's a universal frustration, and it's the exact problem we're going to tackle today.
So that brings us to our first big idea, the math learning problem. Because, this isn't just about one tricky equation. It's about a fundamental frustration that's kind of baked into how we often learn complex stuff.
Yeah, that mental block, that's the biggest hurdle for so many of us. See, traditional methods often just throw you into the deep end, asking you to solve problems before you've even really seen how they're solved. But what if there was a better way to build up that confidence and understanding from the get-go? And that, my friends, brings us to the solution, the worked example. Now, this is a deceptively simple concept from cognitive science, but it's not just some helpful hint. It's basically the key that unlocks the entire process.
So what is it exactly? Well, a worked example isn't just the final answer. Think of it like a full recipe. It's a complete, step-by-step guide that walks you from the very beginning of the problem all the way to the solution, showing every single logical step along the way. And check this out. This shows the difference perfectly. On the left, you've got your typical problem. Just a command. Solve for x. If you don't know that first step, you're toast. But on the right, the worked example lays it all out for you. Distribute the 2, subtract the 6, divide by 2. It makes the entire hidden process totally visible.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but does it actually, work in the real world? To find out, researchers did the ultimate test of evidence, a massive meta-analysis. That's basically where they gather up all the highest quality studies on a topic to find the one definitive truth.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The researchers themselves put it best, pointing out that this is the first time we've ever had a single, powerful analysis that combines decades of research to give us a clear, statistical answer.
And get a load of the scale of this thing. The researchers started by looking at over 8,000 different studies. They had to sift through this absolute mountain of research just to find the most rigorous, high-quality experiments to include.
And here it is, the number at the heart of it all. After all that work, they found an average effect size of G equals 0.48. Now, in statistical speak, that's a medium-sized positive effect. But for us, it means this thing really works. It's not some tiny, insignificant bump. It's a real, meaningful improvement in how students perform in math.
So the bottom line is, the science is solid. Using worked examples is, on average, a really effective way to learn math. But, and this is where it gets super interesting, the story doesn't end there. The most fascinating part of this research is in the details. What makes this technique even more effective, and what can, surprisingly, make it worse? This brings us to the really juicy part, the surprising keys to success. The researchers didn't just stop at, yep, it works. They dug way deeper to find out which kinds of worked examples work best. And trust me, the answers are not what you'd expect. Okay, here's the first major shocker. You might think that learning from mistakes is helpful, but the data here shows something else entirely. It turns out that worked examples showing only the correct way to solve a problem were way more effective than the ones that also showed incorrect examples. So the takeaway is incredibly direct. While it feels like we should learn from mistakes, this data is pretty clear. When you're first learning something, seeing a clear, correct path forward is way more helpful for your brain than trying to untangle someone else's errors. All right, you better brace yourself for the biggest plot twist in this entire study. A really common teaching technique is to show a worked example and then ask the student, okay, explain to me why each step was taken. They call it a self-explanation prompt. And it seems like a genius idea for active learning, right? Yeah, wrong. Incredibly, the study found that asking students to explain the steps actually had a negative effect. It made things worse. The reason apparently has to do with something called cognitive load. Basically, the mental effort of trying to articulate why a step works just gets in the way of your brain simply absorbing how it works. So, after all that, what does this actually mean for you? How can we turn all this cutting-edge research into a simple, practical strategy for actually learning math more effectively? Here is your new 3-step playbook. It's simple. First, focus only on correct examples. Forget about studying mistakes for now. Second, use these examples for both when you're first learning and when you're practicing later. And third, and this is the big one, be really careful with those self-explanation prompts. Instead of forcing yourself to explain the why, just focus on absorbing the how. Let the pattern sink in.
So there you have it. Clear, hard evidence for a better way to learn mathematics. But the final question to leave you with is this. If showing a clear, correct path works so well for algebra, just imagine where else this could apply. Learning to code, mastering a piece of music, even following a complex recipe. The worked example might just be one of the most powerful learning tools we have, period.